Hello, it's 2:13 p.m. So I spent less than $30 with pizza and salad, no desserts. Pizza and salad, and it's supposed to stretch me until Thursday. So I got myself covered. I guess I have, you, you know, the oh man, the granola bars for breakfast, pizza for lunch, and then the salad for dinner. And that'll be my meals for the next couple of days. And so well, the rates at hotels usually go up by Wednesday. I'm sorry, the weekends. So I guess all the big crazy storming will probably be done. But then Friday, I think it's supposed to rain all the way until Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm not sure what the weather is supposed to be. But I don't get. Now, I got me this shirt and these shorts, $8 each, you know. And so these shorts are 2X. And I must be gaining weight because these 2X shorts, either that or these shorts must run small. But these shorts are kind of tight on me, but the shirt fits me fine. The shirt is 1X. Excuse me. So, excuse me. So, I'm still, I don't, like last time I weighed myself, I was about 260. But, I don't know. I'm scared and nervous about the future and panicking and feeling like, I wonder how some certain people have multiple businesses and certain people have multiple businesses and they diversify their income. And earlier, when I was walking back to my hotel room, I saw a man. He delivered through DoorDash, and when he delivered through DoorDash, I saw he was does DoorDash, Uber, and Lyft, and probably some other things too. So I could have been doing something like that. A lady just told me yesterday about how it's very much worth it and pretty good to do Instacart, but I don't have any vehicle at all, and there are no opportunities for the in-store shopper where you work 30 hours a week and don't have a car. But the in-store shopper, I wish I would have known about that opportunity when I was still living in New Orleans, my hometown, because they have Instacart over there, but they don't have. They have Instacart here, but they don't have the in-store shopper. I think the lady was working for Instacart at that time, and people have told me about that. I think yeah, people have suggested Amazon Flex as well. So a car is hindering. Lack of a car is hindering me from so many things. And the Invisible People website, their Twitter mentioned something about how pretty much lack of transportation is making it harder for homeless people to try to get back on their feet. I'm surprised there's no program for where homeless people can get back on their feet and do something, like if they know how to drive and have a license. If there's a company that can provide them car rental and insurance. But now that's one thing that's hindering. And some homeless people don't have an ID. But it seems like, the government wants to keep everybody homeless. And that's part of the New World Order agenda, to make everybody homeless and more controllable and more force dependent on the government. They hate people who know how to survive independently without the government. And so a lot of homeless people pretty much are independent thinkers and don't go along with the world system, and that's why some of us are targeted. We they'll try to call us mentally ill. So it's like, I'm so thankful and glad I know the truth about, now it doesn't, when people try to shame me and call me crazy and say I need medication, it no longer phases me. I don't get upset anymore, because I know that they're brainwashed and they're the one who's wrong. And they had this person who tried to debate with me, of course LGBT, tried to debate with me about, oh, show me a Bible scripture that says thou shalt not take psychiatric medications or something, he said. And then, trying to say you better learn how to stop listening to random people on the internet who will mislead you and stuff like that. No, you're the one who's misled. So I know not to listen to that stuff like that anymore, because you're a random stranger on the internet too. So only narcissistic abusers talk like that. Like when I research Illuminati and New World Order and stuff, and they try to bully, harass, and lecture me like as if I'm a retarded Dumbo who doesn't know any better. And they cut their eyes and tell me that I need to learn how to have better sense than to listen to random strangers on the internet. But that's why they're pushing so hard for internet censorship, because the truth is a threat and is becoming more powerful than these lies that they're spreading. They're trying to fight very hard to stop us and censor us, trying to silence us, make us be quiet. So this morning was a morning that I woke up and felt like, well, if I needed a job, if I had a driving job, I couldn't go and do it because I would need to sleep longer. But if I had a driving job where I can work when I want, that would be perfect. Because I won't have any assigned time of when I can get up and go and do something. Go and do a driving job, a whole 8-hour shift. And then, I'm not, I had that pain in the back of my head. And then I think once I ate the granola bars and I had the little cornbread from yesterday, then the headache went away. It was like a shocking pain in the back of my head. So, well, it seems like, I think that Shutterstock is purposely rejecting nearly all my pictures. They only accepted like 3 of them. So I have like at least 14 pictures. So I'm still new and learning, you know. Uh, so it seems like they have certain people who are very popular and well liked, and on Twitter, but the ones who promote dark horror, fantasy, and sci-fi. Those are the ones who get the popularity and all the attention, or the ones who write all these thrillers and stuff. But you're trying to promote the truth, nobody's listening. Even when you try to offer, even when I or anyone else try to offer it for free, everybody ignores you unless you're one of the popular fake truthers, and everybody listens to you because you have a large following. So it's like the perps got what they wanted with making me feel like I hate Pensacola and want to leave. And I pretty much have the same hatred for Pensacola that I have for Denton, Texas right about now. I mean, they have other cities just as pretty. I mean, I'm not living in a beach town. Gulf Breeze is on the other side of the Gulf. I mean the other side of there's a whole bridge that connects to Gulf Breeze. And Gulf Breeze is considered a different city in a different county where the beach is, but it's still called Pensacola Beach. So, I mean, trying to falsely accuse me of living in a beach town that I can't afford and trying to live in luxury and stuff like that. All those fake smear campaigns and stuff. But funny that nobody said anything when I was living in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is far more expensive than Pensacola, and I freaking survived it. But I had my Section 8 though. But nobody bitched that, oh, she'll live in a beach town she can't afford. So, I mean, they had plenty of beaches in that one county, plenty of beaches in LA County. But it was strange that the when I try to go to visit Oceanside or San Clemente or San Diego, they're like, well, go back to, why you come visit this beach? Go back to Los Angeles or go back to, like, why don't I have a right to visit whatever beach I want, or have a different scenery or something? I mean, they had dozens of beaches in LA County, Los Angeles, but I didn't get to go to all of them. But the like getting in the water and stuff like that. Well, I love San Clemente and Oceanside. They were like the further south you go, it's the cleaner. It's cleaner. But LA beaches are kind of dirty, but kind of clean. But I heard that the further north of California you go to is dirtier. But for the most part, Pensacola's beach is pretty clean. But Fort Walton Beach is dirty as hell, and Destin is pretty clean. But I like Fort Walton Beach in Pensacola. I hate going to the beach in August because of. I mean, at least it's good that you can clearly see the jellyfish. But I really hate, the jellyfish. So I hate the jellyfish in August and stuff like that. You know, but I didn't even expect that until I experienced it, but I never got stung by any. But they had a couple who tried to swim close. I mean, a couple that tried to swim close to me, So my very first beach experience was when we went to Virginia in foster care, and I did not like, nobody liked Buckrow Beach, and they had jellyfish. But you had to go far out into the ocean and go swim to get stung by the jellyfish. But the fake foster mom, well, her fake morality, the way she want to keep us punished and everything, we were not allowed to go out and about and have fun and swim. If we try to have fun, she'll punish us. But her fake morality, what she'll do is try to tell us that we should go. I don't know about my twin sister, but I had been told that I can only, even imagine being 18 and 19 years old, and a foster mom restricting you, telling you that you should get in the water no further than your ankles. Or sometimes she'll say no further than your ankles, or no further than your knees or something. But then she'll let the underage foster boys go as far out in the water as they wanted with no restriction. And I said, well, how come you let them go out as deep as they want, but when it comes to me, I'm only restricted to my no more than my ankles, and I'm 18 or 19 years old. And her response was, she said, because if you go out there and drown, I'm not gonna come and get you. They know how to swim. You don't. Well, how you know what they know how to do and they just came in your care? You've been knowing us, since babies. But that's how she did. She encouraged those underage foster boys to have more freedom and rights than I did. I mean, see how she conditioned me to have a quote unquote negative life experiences that was supposed to be positive, good, and fun. So it seemed like she'd been preconditioning and preparing me for this gang stalking lifestyle, this gang stalking and homeless lifestyle that they didn't even expect me to graduate from high school or college. And they were hoping that I would grow up to be a prostitute and on drugs. And hoping that, I don't know. I just don't understand how or why you do this to an underage child. And then I grow up, and then at 22 years old, being forced to have a 3 p.m. curfew in the afternoon, and everything was controlled and closely watched by the fake foster family members. I mean, and then the idea of being stalked and spied on and perped and bullied and abused in New Orleans towers, and also in Nichols State University, the foster mom will have everybody keep a close watch on me and then report back everything to her. And stuff that I didn't even do that was wrong. And, they're just telling her everything about me. That's why I feel like she was the one who put me in the gang stalking program. But she's been doing this to us since we were very little kids. So I'm just talking about, my experiences and stuff. It's like she conditioned for me to be homeless and broke for all my life. She deliberately blocked me from trying to get a job and work. And then people act mean on purpose to provoke a certain reaction out of me, and then make it like as if, okay, this is the reason why Candy's a bad person, because she has childish or bad behavior, or she does this or does that. But it's like they manipulate and manufacture. I'm not going to walk into a place of business and just throw a tantrum for no reason. If I walk into a place of business, if I throw a tantrum, it'll be because somebody was the cashier or or the manager was abusive and rude and unfair for no reason. But I've heard, when there's a narcissistic, abusive bully that's a manager, I've heard stories about managers throwing tantrums too. And I've had it happen to me, lashing out on me and being abusive and stuff. So I'm going to keep asking for any help, for ideas of something that I can do as a homeless, disabled TI, targeted individual with no car and not much skills or experience because of being blocked from everything and being forced to live like a hermit for many years when I did have a place and didn't know where to go and look. So, you know, if anybody can help me with any business ideas with no skills or experience, I know there got to be something out there. But if I did have a car, I could be doing Instacart, DoorDash, Uber, Lyft. Well, I don't want to do Uber and Lyft or anything, but I heard that when you're driving customers around, I heard that's where the money's at. But I do best by myself, you know. No, do a contactless delivery or something like that, you know. So, but I don't know. It's like people are being evil and purposely making survival hard. You know, trying to eliminate me off the face of this earth, and been trying since a child. I was born into this world hated and rejected, and not wanted on this earth. And even when we were little kids, the stereotype that we're crazy and bad children because of foster care and stuff, What I was trying to say in the other video, that I was trying to say that in 2009, I was with the Social Security Pass program. I didn't know where to go to, or nobody wanted to help me when I was trying to talk about running my own business or my own restaurant. But I didn't know I was gang stalked at the time. But, I thought about having a restaurant where I can make soups and casseroles. If I had like a soup and casserole restaurant. But it would be great if I didn't suffer sleep deprivation, and if people could help me raise the funds to get, and also, actively help me towards, say, for example, if I were to get my own food truck and a food truck opportunity and selling soups and casseroles out of a food truck and get kind of popular. But, with the smear campaigns and lies and everybody ignoring me, that business probably wouldn't last long, So, or I probably couldn't even get my foot in the door. But, in New Orleans, they wouldn't let me run a business at all. I mean, and it's like, well, how come certain people get to run a business? Oh, they were grandfathered in. So they were supposedly grandfathered in and they're untouchable. And I'm like, that's bullshit, because I see new faces here. But before Katrina, anybody can run any business. I didn't know, but I realized, I think back and I saw anybody can run any business, and there was no need for the interference with the government, or the government owning everything or nothing like that. I mean, if people used to sell cold cups or Huckabucks cold cups or frozen cups, snowballs, pies, cakes, pralines, everything, But anybody can sell, even in New Orleans now, people will still sell pies and pralines on the street. But me being a targeted individual in New Orleans trying to sell pies and pralines, a narcissistic perp who try to meddle in my business and think they own me, they would loud cap and then publicly humiliate me and just automatically assume that I'm selling pies and pralines and cakes without a license. And I'm like, or they would aggressively demand, if they're not going to buy any book, they will walk up to me and bully me and aggressively demand that I show them my license. When you are nobody, you're just a citizen on the street, you know. So like, fuck off. If you're not, I mean, just keep it moving. I mean, I could end up having like a license in my possession and stuff, you know. But in Los Angeles, I'm gonna say it, the illegal Mexicans didn't have to have a license to sell all their stuff, but black people get chased off if or they get all their stuff confiscated and have all this bad stuff happen to them if they try to sell earbuds with no license, or even if they did, they would get falsely accused and set up and framed. I heard a lot of horror stories when black people try to open up their own store even with the license and then get cracked down in Los Angeles. But it's like the illegal Mexicans, all their businesses can thrive. So my video is about to shut off. I gotta go.